If we're talking about how the face of real estate has changed in terms of property searches and property locations, it's a brand that it's just a click away and you are actually finding the property you want to buy, sell, rent, whichever the case may be. Joining me on the Property Talk this week to understand more on how this brand is changing and revolutionizing the world of real estate is Mr. Stefano. How are you doing?
Thank you so much, Mr.
All the way
Edwin,
from
for
Italy,
this.
right?
Yes, thank you so much for this kind introduction, and especially actually for having me, and also having Lamudi Rwanda on the show with you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Now, how has Lamudi changed the face of real estate versus access?
The mission of Lamudi, not only here in Rwanda, but also on a Pan-African level, is actually the one of building a transparent, effective and efficient market. Why? This is both on the sides of our end users, which are indeed people who are looking for a property, either be a house or a commercial property or a land, and on the other side, people who actually supply these properties. Throughout time, you can understand that the entire system was not so efficient. If a person was looking for a house, for example, he would have to walk around the streets of Kigali and actually look around and see, or probably being fished by an agent and then tour around the city. Now, as you have said before, all of this is a click away. This does not only have a positive impact on the end users, but it does have, of course, a positive impact also on the professional brokers that work with us and also the developers that work with us. Why? We have actually given them a mean through which they can actually reach their clients, which is also cost effective and very efficient. Again, what they receive is actually they do not have to go in the streets and look for clients, but clients are going to them. So you can really understand what we're trying to do in the market. We are a point of contact between a person who is looking for a property and one that offers it. And as far as we've been here in Rwanda, I have to admit that we have actually been able to accomplish this so far.
Italy is one country many of us admire for its unique style of architectural designs. For the time you've been in Africa, specifically Rwanda, what do you make of the real estate industry in Rwanda?
First of all, I would like to thank you because, of course, it's always nice to hear these things about the country you're coming from. I have to admit that Rwanda and Kigali specifically, it's a very vibrant city and nation, and not only. I like to say that I was talking with one of my colleagues and saying actually that the atmosphere, I like to define it sparkling. You see actually with regards to the real estate development especially, new developments, new projects popping up every day, and it is actually news of yesterday actually, that the government and also all the different stakeholders in the game are willing to and are going to invest also a lot in terms of affordable housing. So you do see the growth is so fast, and then especially here in Kigali, the quality also is very high because there is an attentive attitude to the finishing, to what to the will of who is actually going to buy the property, because you can also understand that when you make an investment, you would like the investment to be as you want.
Definitely.
And as you have said, I like to define the entire industry, both here in Rwanda, but on an African level, because as I was telling you before in our conversations, I do not only cover Rwanda, but I'm also in other African nations with regards to Lamudi. And there is a vibrant development in terms of real estate, specifically here in Rwanda, but all over Africa. And this is why we're here. And in some kind of ways, I would not want to say that we are part of the growth, but we have helped the growth.
Before we get to close, share with the viewer that is watching right now on how they can actually make use of the Lamudi platform and get the Lamudi experience in its true sense.
Thank you so much. Actually, this is a very important question indeed, because it is always when we're talking about online businesses, it is always important two concepts. First one, that the website per se or the business per se, it's user friendly. and we have invested a lot, and we have had a very good tech team and IT team which has developed a platform which is really easy to use. We're talking about a website that, of course, I might be partial, but I think it's as objective thing looks very nice. And also, it is very easy to use, as I was saying. It's simply a search bar. So you can actually specify if you're looking for properties for sale or for rent. You can specify the area where you're looking for. You can specify what kind of property, either be an apartment, a house, land, or commercial properties, and also the maximum price you would like to pay. And I'm actually have to thank you for having me here, and I actually have to thank Rwanda in general for welcoming me, because I was actually talking with some of my colleagues, and I have to admit that this is a beautiful country, and especially actually people are very welcoming. This is, I believe, I like to say, the place to be right now in Africa.
If you're just watching right now, inspiration from Stefano, of course, is if you think of the beauty that is in Tuscany and all those places in Italy that we admire, for him to actually commend the beauty of Rwanda, that's an amazing thing. Hey, next time you're looking for property, whether it's rent to sell, buy, or you yourself have the property and you want them to get you to the audiences that are looking for the property, remember this platform can be used whether you're in Rwanda or elsewhere in the diaspora, Canada, USA, the UK, wherever you are, as long as it's property you're looking for in Rwanda, get onto the platform Lamudi, or get onto our website, propertyshow1.com, where there's a direct portal that takes you to Lamudi, and then you will do business, you will catch the Lamudi experience. Stefano, it's been good having you on the show.
Thank you
so much. How do they say farewell or bye in Italy? Depends
in reality, but what I would like to say is arrivederci.
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 Arrivederci. I'll get that next time. Thank you.